Agriculture and Industries Commissioner Rick Pate did little this afternoon to stifle talk of a run for governor. Now, Pate spoke to the Dothan Rotary Club about issues facing those in the ag business. Afterward, Pate talked about his political plans and not ruling out his Republican candidacy for governor. He's term limited in his current job.
We'll consider it. It just depends on a lot of factors. But yeah, I need to do something else. I feel too good and I feel like I got so much to give.
Incumbent Alabama Governor Kay Ivey is also term limited, leaving the race for governor wide open. Now, besides Pate, Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth and U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville are among those mentioned as possible candidates to replace her.